Hey everybody, it is Long Haul Gypsy, or Lisa, whichever. So, sorry I look a mess, but it's been a long couple of days. But I'll tell you what, I'm enjoying every second of it. Um, God, seriously can't wait to get back out there. But I had a thought that, at least for a few minutes today, would give you some backstory. Because that's important to when you're becoming friends, right? To kind of know where they're coming from. So yeah, little backstory. So for quite a long time I was severely obese. I mean, I'm not skinny now by any means, but about half of what I used to be. I was on disability, diabetes, the whole 9 yards. It was bad. In a marriage that was horrible. And anyway, long story short on that part is that I had weight loss surgery in 2014 and lost a crap ton. Enough that I'm not disabled anymore. In fact, I'm stronger than I probably have been since I was in my early 20s. I'm 53 now. So anyway, long story short, my truck driving is in my background. My dad retired from the Marine Corps and was a truck driver after that. And then fast forward, my husband was a truck driver as well. In fact, I lived on the truck while he was driving the last couple years we were together. But as I stayed on that truck and my health was getting better and I was getting healthier, formulating in my mind was a plan. And finally, I had the courage to say, look, if I'm going to be living on a truck, I'm going to drive a truck. So that's what I did. And in 2017, I know, just 3.5 years ago, I started this journey. Went to several different schools. So the first one I attempted to go to was CR England. Wow. So I was in Texas. I was in near Dallas with them. And I got to the hotel, to the training center, if you want to call it that. There were 50 of us students that started. There were 2 trucks. Not only that, the hotel that they had us in has tons of black mold in it, and a lot of us got sick. And I went to the powers that be there, and I said, you know what? This is not what I signed on for. I'm going home. I'm going home. I was sicker than crap. And there wasn't enough equipment, and it was run down. I can't even imagine worse situations. So, well, I went home. Then I checked into other options. I went to Swift. Anyway, here's my problem about that whole situation. I didn't have a lot of confidence. I had no reason to have confidence. I was coming out of a bad situation. I'd been in bad situations my whole adult life, so confidence was not high up there. Thank God I've grown differently since then. But the guy that gave me my test was very militaristic. I'm sassy and sarcastic and stuff, but I'm not going to fight with you. And with my history, I don't do well when there's a man literally trying to intimidate. So I didn't pass. I didn't get my CDL with Swift. I learned a lot, but I didn't get the CDL there. So my husband, who I was still with at the time, picked me up in Dallas or Corsicana, and I went on the road with him for a month while he was driving and made arrangements, and I ended up going to a month later, July of 2017, I ended up going to Celadon. A lot of you may or may not know they're not in business anymore, but I went down to Laredo, Texas, and was there for 4 weeks. Did amazingly well, tested out. What would be our TNT program for Celadon was, it was just training miles. So I had a trainer. I had 2 of them. I had one that was just so busy talking to his wife all day because she was concerned about him having a female student, which I could have cared less about him. But anyway, I wasn't getting trained, so I ended up getting a second one, who I learned a lot from. His health was bad, but I learned a lot from him in the very short time I was with him. I think all in all, I did probably about 5,000 miles with him. Very short training. And then I went to work for Celadon. First couple of months I was with them, I actually brought my husband over and was like, okay, we'll give it one more shot. And nothing really changed, so we drove teams for almost 3 months, and then I said, I'm done. So I continued to work for them for a considerable amount of time, well, about a year. And left Celadon, went and drove tanker for another company for a few months out of Mission, Kansas. And in the meantime, got divorced, moved my younger son and his family to Indianapolis from Amarillo, Texas. And so we got over there, and I was doing tanker, regional. I didn't care for regional. Tanker was not exactly what I wanted either. Anyway, I got in a relationship and thought, okay, I'm not going to drive anymore. Truck driving got me to Indianapolis, though, and I was very happy with it. With the driving part, not necessarily the company, but I loved the job. Anyway, when I changed over I can't speak. When I changed over my license from Texas to Indiana, I made the decision to surrender the CDL portion of my license. So I thought it was the right decision at the time. But as it has, the road is calling me, and I am just going to do what my heart wants me to do. I'm an over-the-road girl. That's what I love. Being from a military family, we moved a lot, so being on the road is no big deal for me. I mean, it is and it isn't. It's just what I love. I love to run the loads. I love to rack the miles up, and I like to make that money. And I'm not getting any younger, so retirement will be here much quicker than for a lot of you. But I'm excited. So the hard work that's going on right now, to me, by the way, I'm loving the way that Prime is PSD trainers do. I'm learning a lot, and definitely I'm local PSD, so I'm not out over the road, so I'm getting to work a ton on backing and things like that, getting ready for my CDL test, which looks like it could be Thursday the 31st, so that's the first day I'm eligible. I feel very comfortable in what's going on. In fact, in the time that I drove, I never really could back up as well as I can now. And that was what I was concerned about. I was like, oh, I hadn't backed a truck in 2 years. But, you know, it's coming back. And plus, getting pointers from my PSD trainer has just improved what I already knew. So I'm excited. I'm excited for TNT to start. I hope I get a really good trainer because, I mean, it could be epic, you know. Now, honestly, not looking 100% forward to being in a small space with a stranger. I struggled when I was with my own husband, but it's a short amount of time in the big picture. So I'm trying to concentrate more on the learning experience, not the tight quarters. The beauty of it is that it's mostly teaming. So once my trainer's comfortable, my understanding with my driving, when I'm up, he or she will be down and vice versa. So, I mean, it can work. I've seen it work. And I can't wait to get through the TNT phase and lease my truck. Because I am 100 going lease. So, I probably wouldn't if I was brand new. But since I'm not, why not? I mean, I'm smart. I'm dedicated. I'm a hard worker. And I see no reason not to follow my dream. So anyway, probably gonna let you guys go for the night. It was a long day, about 9 hours out there today between driving around Springfield and then working on backing maneuvers. So I'm tired and I'm got to be up early in the morning. Plaza 7 a.m. I'll be down there at 6:15. You know, campus coffee sucks, so I'll go get some decent coffee. But, you know, if you get anything from this video, even if it doesn't pertain to truck driving, even if you're still young or even maybe a little older, I hope what you get from me and from this particular video is that it's never too late to follow your dreams. And you just have to find your hustle, motivate yourself, and get out there and do it. So, hope you guys have a great night. All of you stay safe out there, and rubber down. Peace.